and welcome to the Crochet Luna Blogs. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from the San Diego area in Southern California on this Sunday, June 1st. It is Sunday afternoon. It is hot and muggy here in San Diego. I've got a fan going over here. Hopefully it's not too disruptive to the audio, but if I don't have this on, I'm gonna melt. Like, I can already feel myself melting. So yes, May came and went. This May was such a flash of a month. Like, I don't know what happened. It came and went. And here we are, Sunday, June 1st, the beginning of June, my birthday month. I turn 53 on June 5th. 53. Let me just sit with that because that is a lot of numbers. But I feel good. I feel good right now. I have so many things to share. So many things. I have 0 finished objects. Nothing was finished in May, sorry. But I do have some stuff that I worked on. I've got some purchases I want to share with you guys. And so yeah, let's get started. I want to start off by talking about the Dodgy Bag Mal. This is a make-along that I run with Allie of Little Drops of Wonderful. We do this in April. We've done it for so many years. This year we are keeping it simple. We're just having you guys make bags and share them. There's a Ravelry group that Allie's put together. I will link that below. Last year, I made 7 dodgy bags. 7. This year, I have managed to complete 1 dodgy bag, but I am super excited to share with you. I guess when I said I had no finished objects, that's a lie because I have 1 finished object, which is my dodgy bag that I made for this year's Mal. So let me share that with you. First, by sharing the pattern that I use, I wanted to challenge myself this year and sew a bag that is like a circle bag. I use this pattern. It's called a Round Town Circle Bag Pattern. So here's what it should look like. It should look like this. Circle with straps. I laugh because it is hard to cut sew circles. But let me show you my dodgy bag, which by the way I really like and I've been using. So here's my dodgy bag. So here is it is dodgy. This bag is definitely dodgy, but I really like it. So here's the front, here's the back, here's the inside. And I learned a lot making this bag. I learned a lot. I've never attached these kind of handles on anything, so I was excited to try that. I don't know what I did wrong, but I ended up denting all of my divots, all of my little rivets here. So I gotta get better. There's only, I think, 1 that came out without a dent, which is this one. I mean, I'm just pointing all the things that are dodgy about it. But I've used it all week. I love it. So here is my dodgy bag for this year's Mal. I also attached one of my dodgy bag. It's technically a keychain, but I'm just attaching it as a bag charm. Let me see if I can show this to you better. So I made these dodgy bag tags. They're in like a keychain clasp. You could use them as a keychain. I just stick it on my bag, and I've been, using it for that. I will have some, by the time you see the video, there'll be some in the shop if you want to purchase these. There's only a handful. I didn't make a lot, but I was really happy with the way they came out. It's the first time I've used this company, and so I didn't want to you know, get a ton of them. I only have, like I said, I only have a handful. But if you'd like to pick one up to commemorate your dodgy bag, they'll be in the shop by the time the video is up. It's a nice size tag. And like I said, the clasp on it is really nice. I really like it. So yes, so this is my FO, is my dodgy bag. The make-along runs through the 7th of June, so you've got some time if you wanted to finish something up. You don't have to finish to be entered in to win a prize. I will be picking a winner from Instagram. Tag me on Instagram so that I can see your dodgy bag. I'll be putting together like a little slideshow of all the finished bags that I see on Instagram, and I'll share them on my account sometime after the dodgy bag ends, and then I will pull a winner from those entries. And then I wanted to show you progress on my whip, which is the One Way or Another pattern by Faye Dashper Hughes. I've done this particular one, which is the smallest one in fingering weight yarn, and I put some work into it. I mean, I'm happy with the progress. It's slow because I'm not crocheting as much, but I've progressed quite a bit since the last time I showed you. So the last time I showed this pattern was here, marked by my little Mandalorian sheep stitch marker, and I'm now here. I'm at the decrease part of it, which is great because that means, you know, the rows are getting shorter and shorter, so hopefully I can get this done soon. I love this yarn. I love the stitch. I really am enjoying this when I get to work on it. Again, my little sheep, Mandalorian sheep. This stitch marker I got from DK Graham. She does these amazing wood stitch markers. I will tag her store down below. She's always doing some really cool things. Oops. Let's see if I can get this too. There you go. Little Mandalorian sheep. So that's my scarf. And then I remember that I was going to get started on this particular pattern. This is from Let's Crochet. This is from Lina magazine. And I want to make this top here, which is called the Mirza top. I went ahead and just copied the pattern onto paper. Got this cute little drawing. And the reason I did that, obviously, because I want to write all over it and I didn't want to write on the magazine. So I printed out the pattern, and I originally showed the yarn that I thought I was going to use to make my top, which is this Drops Cotton Light. And there's a really pretty blue, like jeans color. Well, I did swatch because I'm not about to start crocheting a garment without swatching, because that's just crazy town. And I did the swatch. So here's my swatch. And this gauge is ginormous. If I use this yarn, the top would be way too big. This is more of a worsted weight yarn, and the pattern calls for more of a sport weight yarn. But the motif is very easy to follow pattern. Very easy. It looks way more complicated than it is. This is the motif that you do a swatch with, so that you can figure out your gauge. And thank God I did that, because if not, I would have ended up with something really big. So I decided I was going to do the garment, and obviously the garment, with the yarn that the designer actually used. And so that yarn is sand garn. It's called Mandarin Petite. This is the yarn. So this is the actual yarn brand and actual yarn that she used in the pattern. It's in this really pretty blue, which is just a little bit darker. It's darker than the one that I was originally going to do it with, but I really want a blue garment. I really want this to be blue. So I ordered this, and let me tell you, it was easy, not easy to get this, because I wanted to order it from, I thought I could order it from the company, but you have to go through a stockist. And I found one stockist, and I was ready to order, ready to push order, you know. And then I ended up having to go out. I think I went to pick up my daughter or something, and then I came back and I had shut the browsers on my computer. So I was like, I couldn't remember the name of the company, so I did a search again. But what I ended up doing is finding a different company to buy it from, and I'm really glad that I was able to do that, because the first company, first of all, this is a $7. These balls of yarn are 50 grams. These are $7 balls. So this is what it costs. It's not too bad. And I purchased 7 of them. So I was going to buy the 7 balls, and then I was going to pay $14.95 for shipping with company 1, right, with the first company. And then I went out, came back, couldn't remember the name of where I had found it, did another search, and then found this company. Oh, I'm so happy that I found them. Wool & Co. Wool & Co. had way more colors to choose from on this yarn, as well as they offer free shipping, no minimums in the US. So I saved $14.95 getting the yarn that I wanted in the color that I wanted, free shipping. So if you, and they have a really large selection of yarns. So if you're looking to purchase some yarns, I would definitely give them a try. Like I said, I don't know any other company that's doing free shipping with no minimums. That's just crazy. And they had West Yorkshire spinners, they have La Bien-Aimée, they have a huge selection of yarn. I've never heard of them. So if you have been buying from Wool & Co. and you're like, Claudia, well, how is it possible that you have not heard of this company? I just hadn't. So, and I got a cute little knitting stitch marker there with my order. It came super quick. Literally ordered it, I think, on Thursday and received it like the following Tuesday or Wednesday or something. It was really quick. So yeah, so that's my purchase, so that I can do a new swatch. I'm really tempted to just start working, because I think I know exactly what size I want, but I'm going to do the swatch because, again, I would be crazy not to. And I want to get started on this. I want to finish my scarf, and then I have other things that I want to start on. But one of the things that has really inspired me right now from the Let's Crochet magazine. So this is, you know, I've been looking through this magazine, and one of the things that really caught my eye were the bag patterns in the magazine. So the magazine has all these bag patterns, and like this is a lemon. I love the look of this little bag here. And again, this one has like a leather strap, and now that I've got some, you know, other leather straps, I feel like I can make more bags, which is cool. But this lemon one is the one that caught my eye. So I've been thinking about bags lately. And funny enough, I was watching one of my favorite podcasters, which is Amy Beth of Fat Squirrel Speaks podcast. And she's crocheting bags. And she showed this really cool bag that she's making out of raffia. I have no interest in working with raffia. I tried it once. It killed my hands. I don't feel like I want to go down that route. But the designer that she shared on her podcast has so many I can't even tell you, so many amazing bag patterns. So I kind of was like looking at patterns for bags myself. Let me show you. Here's a close-up of that lemon bag. How cute is that for summer? I love the way that looks. And it's lined, so you know your stuff won't fall through. Oh, and it's lined with crochet, which is cool. So there's a really cool pattern for that, but I'm like, I want to see what else is out there. And I haven't done Pattern Palooza in a minute, so I have a little Pattern Palooza for you guys, and it's all about bags. Like I said, crochet lends itself so well for bag making. I don't think you need to do it in raffia. I mean, yes, if you want to do that, you can, but, and then this particular designer has a lot of patterns that you can make in raffia, but I'm not going to do that. But I did find some bags that I thought were really cute, and if I was going to make bags, I would be making these bags that I'm about to show you. So Pattern Palooza for this episode is all about bags, and I want to start off with the Color Waves Drawstring Bag, and it is by designer Kathy Olivares. Let me show you the bag first. See the little drawstring bag? Isn't that pretty? Look at the stitch on that. I really like the way the colors look. The camera is blowing it out because the colors are a little bit darker than what you're seeing there. And this bag retails for $5. I got the pattern on Ravelry. I haven't purchased the pattern yet. I just wanted to share the ones that I wanted to share, the bags that were calling to me. I saved them in my favorites, but I thought this was a really pretty pattern. It's got a little square bottom here, and look how pretty it looks in different colors. I like that. So it's made with worsted weight yarn, so you could do like a worsted weight cotton. You could, you know, maybe do like 2, you know, strands of DK or fingering, whatever you want, but it's a cute bag. I like this bag. So that's bag number 1. Bag number 2 is called the Wildcard Market Bag by one of my favorite designers, Rosina of Zines and Roger, and it looks like this. It's got little baubles. Can you see the baubles? It's got baubles in the color sections and an open mesh. It's got this little round body, which I think is super cute, and a shorter handle, which for crochet bags, I think do the shorter handle because it's going to stretch, especially if you put stuff that's heavy inside the bag. So I really like this bag. This bag retails for $6.34 US or £4.50. And it's called the Wildcard Market Bag by Rosina. This color combo is cool. I like that. And this is the one that I printed out. You can see it's not a small bag. You can see that she's got a lot of stuff in there. This is made with DK weight cotton yarn. So yeah, I think that's a really nice bag. Now this next bag is beautiful. It's a beautiful bag. It's called Hippie Shoulder Bag, and it looks like this. Isn't that gorgeous? These are squares of flowers with flowers that you join. I think this is a gorgeous bag. Gorgeous, gorgeous bag. This is by Natalia Konakova. It retails for $5.49. Look at the different versions of the bag. That's beautiful. I love this one. I think that's gorgeous. And then here's another one. And then here's another one. This is by far my favorite. It's stunning. That's just beautiful. So here's another another bag. And I will link the patterns below in case you get the urge to make one of these cute bags. Now, this is the designer I was telling you about. She has so many beautiful bag patterns. This one is one of her more less complex ones that I saw. It's called Granny Bag. It looks like this. And I love her color choices for this bag. Very cute. It's what, 4 granny squares, and the handles. Look at the detail on the handles. Those are not just like flimsy handles. These are nice sturdy handles. And I love the detail here between the square join. This pattern retails for $4.15. You make this with DK weight yarn. So here's the picture I printed out, and then you can see it's a big bag. Nice big roomy bag. Very, very cute. I like this bag. Here's another bag by the same designer. The photo is in raffia, but you can make it in a traditional yarn. This one is called Sahara Bag, and gorgeous bag. It looks like this. Granny stitch squares. Great looking handle. I love the way this looks. I wish there was a picture of it in the other material, but you can make it in wool, you can make it in raffia. It looks like a great summer bag, and it's big, which is nice. This pattern retails for $4.15, which typically is what her price range is for the bags. Lots and lots and lots. I think for this designer, I'll link the patterns, and I will link her Ravelry page so that you can look at the other bags that she has on her Ravelry store, because she's got a ton of bags and you're going to want to make them all. Because yesterday I was like, I want to save this one, I want to put this one, I want to do this one. It's a lot of really cool bags. Next is the bag that I want to make so bad. This bag, when I saw it, I'm like, I have to make it. I have to make this bag. I have to make it for summer, because this is a summer bag. This is a summer bag. So I gotta tell you guys, I love seafood. I love to eat seafood. If I could eat seafood every day, I would. I love it. All seafood. There's not one. Well, I shouldn't say that. I love most seafood. It's delicious. I love it. So I saw this bag, and I'm like, this is the Claudia bag for the summer. Look at it. It's a shrimp bag. It's a shrimp bag. It's a shrimp bag, people. Look at it. Look how cute he looks. Look at that. Oh, it's so cute. So this one is by Veronica Longvist. I think I've completely mispronounced her last name, but look how cute that looks. It's a nice bag. Look at it. Look at his little tail. I love that. And then you can put your phone in there. It's got a little zip. Very cute bag. She also has a crab. I didn't look at any other things on her page, so she probably has more animals in there. The crab is like super cute. This pattern retails for $9.14. She is called Ruth the Shrimp Bag. So this is Ruth the Shrimp. And there is somebody who made it in blue. So like the pre-cooked shrimp, you know how sometimes they have that blue color. So it's super cute. I really like this one. So yes, so hopefully before summer ends, I can make Ruth the Shrimp. And then I did purchase a bag pattern from that designer. Her name is Woolish, is what the company name is. And the pattern that I purchased looks super boring, but I think if you put color, it will look amazing as a summer tote. This is called Double Color Tote. And I did purchase the pattern, and it looks like this. I really like this shape. Like I said, I think if you make this very colorful, it will look, it will definitely make a really good looking bag. So I did purchase this. The pattern is $2.61. It's a nice big roomy tote. Love that. Love it. So I've made crochet bags before, and I enjoy it. I really do. They're great scrap projects, but because I really want to work with my stash this year, I just want to try and find projects where I can use the most yarn, and I think a nice big tote will be great. I don't have a lot of scraps. You know, I put most of the scraps in these cows that I did last year. So I don't have a lot of scraps, but I definitely have a lot of yarn that I could use. So let's see how that works out. But yes, definitely we'll look into making a bag this summer. Now I want to talk to you guys about purchases, but before I do that, I went to the thrift store, as one is wont to do, and I was looking through, you know, it's summertime, it's hot, but they have a lot of sweaters and vests and things like that. I was looking through the vests, and because I've been looking for a vest, I've been thinking about vest patterns, and I saw this vest on the rack, and it just kind of stood out because of the color. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this looks handmade. And I pull it off the rack, and sure enough, it is a beautifully knitted vest that I paid $4.99, 50% off. So nothing. And I couldn't believe it. To me, this is such a great find. But so I found this vest, knitted vest, in absolutely perfect condition. I don't think this has ever been worn. I don't think this has ever been washed. I mean, look at it. It's just, there's no pilling on it. Nothing about this. Look how perfect though. It's just, and it fits me great. So for next winter, fall winter, I'm going to have this really gorgeous hand knitted vest to wear to work. And whoever made this gifted, and that person donated it, a pox on them, because come on, how do you donate something like that somebody took the time to make for you? Anyway, it's been rescued, and it will be loved, and it will be worn. So yeah, don't have a finished object that's like yarny, but I found a knitted object that's finished and beautiful, and it fits me perfect. So it's come to a new home to be loved and taken care of. So then I months ago purchased the Granny Square card deck by Claire Montgomery. This is the actual product that Claire put out. This is not one of those knockoffs, which please look out, be aware that a lot of people are knocking off this box, and the quality is not the same, and the designer is not getting, you know, compensated for their intellectual property, and it's getting stolen. So please make sure that when you buy from a designer, you're buying the official one and not something that's been knocked off. So I purchased that, and then I saw that she came out with this one, and this was a pre-order. I pre-ordered it a couple months ago, and I just received it. And this is the flower one, the flower deck. And again, make sure that you're getting the one that is by Claire Montgomery. It comes with a booklet, and what you see with her cards is that they're nice and thick, you know, nice thick cardstock. It's not cheap stuff. The pictures are vibrant and beautiful. They're all graphs. They're all charts in the back, so you can choose what you want to do. There's so many of them. There's really so much to choose from. Like, look at this one. This is beautiful. And this kind of like also reminded me of that bag that I showed you that had the flowers on it, because is it this one here, because these are squares that have been put together as well. But there's so many. I'll go through some more. That one, again, these are so pretty. Look at this one, very pretty. Love that color combo. Very nice. This is perfect for the fall. So many. Ooh, look how pretty those are. Little puffs. Anyway, I think that she's done, again, an amazing job with these cards, and I love them. I mean, I really just, I love this kind of stuff that is just going to fill you with inspiration. So I want to make a blanket too. I've been dying to make a blanket. I have all these squares. I have all these ideas. But again, my job is getting in the way of my crafting. So those are my purchases that I've made. The yarn for the top, the deck, and my vest that I found at the thrift store, and then one pattern for that bag that I showed you. Something else that I wanted to share was a new tool that I've added to my crafting, and it was actually a gift from a friend, my friend Myra, who also has a podcast here on YouTube. She hasn't recorded in a while, but she is Whip Hoarder on YouTube. We went out and had a lovely day with my friend Zelda. Hey, Z. And I was telling her that I wanted to purchase a pocket scale, because the pattern for the scarf, asks you to keep basically an eye on how much remaining yarn you have. So you have to keep weighing your yarn, and you stop at a certain point once you used up so many grams of the 50-gram ball that you have. And I was telling her that, I was telling them both that I wanted to get a scale, and she's like, here, have mine. And so she gifted me this little pocket scale, and it works so well. You just turn it on and you put your yarn and it weighs it for you. And I use this for the project, and it worked so well that I'm gonna put the link for this scale down below in case you're interested. I'll just let you know that if you do purchase it, I get a little bit of money because you're using my link, but you don't have to. I mean, you can. I just want to make sure that you guys, if you're interested in buying a scale, this has worked out really well for me, and I just wanted to share that with you. As well as another product that I bought that has nothing to do with yarn crafting or anything, but a couple of weeks ago I decided that I wanted to make a cake. And so I'm not a baker whatsoever. I'll make some cookies once in a while, and maybe one of those store-bought cakes, but I don't, it's not something that I do all the time. But I had got it in my head that I wanted to see how hard it was to make one of those like fancy cakes. And I started watching YouTube videos and like going down that rabbit hole of seeing, you know, how people do it. And one of the things I kept seeing is that these, when you're decorating the cake with your frosting or, you know, whatever, you need one of these little round turntable things. And I'm like, I didn't want to invest some money on like some like heavy duty thing that I was never going to use if I didn't like, you know, the whole process of making cakes. But I found this little like cake decorating kit that was like 15 bucks on Amazon, and it worked so well. As well as I started using my mixer, which I've been talking about, this mixer and getting the cabinet for. I had a video on it. Well, the mixer fits on my countertop just fine. But what I did is I ended up switching all the stuff that was on the counter with my coffee maker and my, you know, hot water kettle and my frother, and I put it on that little cabinet, and then I put the mixer on the counter because it's a lot sturdier when it's mixing stuff. So that weekend, I literally baked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was baking, decorating, because I ended up making cupcakes, cookies, which I didn't even get one picture of because I made these chocolate chip cookies and like my family ate them all before I could even get a picture. And then I went through the process of making this cake with homemade strawberry filling and making buttercream for the first time ever, and it was so delicious. And so I wanted to share this little cake decorating kit that I found on Amazon. I paid, I think it was $14.95, and it comes with a turntable, it comes with some spatulas, and then it comes with this little plastic, it's like a scraper that you use for the sides to keep the buttercream even on the sides of the cake. And it worked really, really well. Like, I want to make another cake, and it was just like so much fun. I really loved it. It came out so delicious. I took some to work, and the girls at work really liked it. And so I'm going to include the footage of my baking escapade from a little bit of like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. No, 2 weeks ago. And I just want to say how much I love it. And now I have all of these ideas that I want to make. I want to make more cakes. Like, I want to make, I'm going to make my own birthday cake this week. And I want to decorate it with strawberries again, because I really love strawberries. But yeah, it was such a great experience. Like I said, I've never made a cake like that. And the fact that it came out so good, and it was really delicious, and there's nothing left. There was nothing left. My kids, everybody loved everything that I made. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of hooked on the baking now. I just like to make pretty things, and like, you see how these people decorate these cakes and make them look so pretty. And it's definitely a skill. Definitely, you've got to have, you got to practice, right? It's the most delicious way to practice it, because you can make something and then you can eat it. It's great. I love it. So that's it for now. The Dodgy Bag ends on June 7th. Keep sharing your makes. Our next make along is The Summer of Romance with Clarissa Beth. More information coming soon about that. And I have two left of these in the shop if anybody wants to purchase. And like I said, I have that, and I have the keychains if you're interested. And hopefully this summer we'll be making more things. My last day of work is the 30th of June, and I get some time off, and I'm hoping to be able to do a lot of crafting and really get ready for the fall. Oh my gosh, the fall. Oh, one day at a time, friends. One day at a time. I really want to craft this summer. Take care, craft with joy, and I will see you next time. Bye.